our decision on whether or not we will continue to have snow days or be back in school. I don't have that answer for you for Thursday yet.
And that is the latest from JCPS here at 5 on if students will return to school for Thursday and Friday.
The district is already out of class tomorrow. It's waiting to make the call on the rest of the week as crews work to clear more streets and parking lots.
WDRB's Katrina Nickel breaks down what else goes into that decision in just a minute. But first, let's get to Chief Meteorologist Mark Weinberg. And Mark, you are tracking another round of snow on the way for us.
You know, I think this is heaven for those that have waited so long for snow in our area, but it's playing havoc in terms of transporting, in terms of traveling around the area. I saw a lot of vehicles today where there was ice flying in the air. I mean, there's a lot of hazards from something like this. What you can see around our area is we continue with extensive cloud cover. We've got a little bit of ice falling from the sky near E-Town. That is Grapple. As you look out there right now from the 800 building, you see Ice Fest. Yeah, I mean, this is from the storm, and it's going to take probably a week before this camera can start to see that beautiful shot from the 800 building again. So Louisville sits at 29 right now with a west-southwest wind at 6, so our wind chill is 23 degrees. I put in some more work today on my driveway. It's going to be a multi-day effort for me just because there's so much ice in there. It's tough to deal with. Some have asked me, why isn't there much ice on my trees, but there's the snow is all iced? Because remember, it was raining. That freezing rain just gets into the very, very soft and porous snow and just ices it hard. That's what happened. Advanced track shows a few flurries with an Arctic front moving across our area tonight, and you will step outside to wind chills around 13 and air temperatures around 19. I've got us dry at 9 p.m. I've got a 10% chance in there at 11. It's going to be brutally cold on Thursday morning, and we've got some snow potential again in our area on Friday. Which brings up the obvious question again, Katrina, with all of these continued issues, JCPS has some real difficult decisions to make in terms of how do we get back to school?
Yeah, so Mark, obviously those cold temperatures are a factor for JCPS, and we know they're going to be out tomorrow. Still not sure about Thursday or Friday yet. They haven't made that decision. But in addition to those cold temperatures, they also need to think about the state of the facilities that they're in and if they can welcome students back safely. So we're at Atherton right now, and as you can see, part of the parking lot is completely snowed over this morning, but since this morning they have cleared it out. It's been salted, plowed, the circle part of the drive, so still a little more work to do, but in much better shape this morning. And it was the same situation at Academy at Shawnee. The parking lot and front steps were all plowed and salted, looking good this morning. JCPS has a fleet of 18 plows that's been making its rounds at more than 150 schools. The district says the reason some schools are in better shape than others is because it depends on what time during the snowstorm the plows pass through and if they've been able to revisit those sites like they were here at Atherton from this morning to this evening. Over the next day, JCPS is going to start looking at ways to address the parking lots that are still covered in ice. It's also working with the city. So starting tomorrow, Public Works will start plowing additional roads based off of JCPS's most common bus stops, which means the snow crews will continue to operate 24/7.
We're seeing a lot of hip.
We do have the resources to continue. We have salt that's still available. As I mentioned, we've used 25 million pounds already as we have 4 salt domes plus underground storage. So we have the ability. Our snow team has been working literally round the clock in 12-hour shifts. We can keep doing this for a few more days to help out.
Yeah, and JCPS plow operators have been stopping at all the buildings plant operators have been stopping at all the buildings. As of right now, all the schools still have heat, they still have power, and there are no broken pipes or damage to buildings. So those are all good signs to returning. But of course, we're still waiting for that decision for Thursday. JCPS, as we know, the latest they will make that call is 5 a.m. on Thursday, but they are hoping to see if they can make that call as early as tomorrow. So we'll keep you guys posted, as you all know.
A lot of families waiting to know what the rest of their week will look like.